We're here to pay tribute and to love Charley. Charley Connors is Anita. First request is the Pledge of Allegiance of the United States of America. So would everybody please stand and take your hats off. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. At this point, I will open the mic to anyone that would like to come up and say something about Charley, your life with Charley. But please try to make it short. We'll do this for approximately a half hour. We'll see how many people. And if we don't get everybody covered, we'll do it while the bands are taking a break. And whoever wants to come up and be first, I'll start off. I met Charley at the VFW Club years ago, and ever since then, we've been together. So, he's the one that started the fundraisers for the 1st Marine Division Colorado Chapter Veterans Day Parade. And he has done these fundraisers for the parade all up to last year. And we have even lost count of how many fundraisers he's had for the military. Also, we had fundraisers, and he put together fundraisers for all the children and needy children, with Clothe a Child, Lunch with Santa. So that's what our boy did.
Thank you, Paul. Hi, I'm Jackie Murray from up in Oatman, and I don't have a good voice, but I'm going to squawk at you. I've known Charley way over 20 years, and he used to come to Oatman. He and Bill and Hal played up in the hotel, and we used to do gunfights, I used to, and we'd dress up. And us girls would come in the hotel, and Charley would play Trashy Women for us. And he'd just have the whole town going, and everybody loved him so much. And then Anita came, and we all love her too. But he was such a wonderful person, and we all loved him so much.
Hi, most of you know me, but I'm Hal. I played drums for Charley for probably a good 20 years, and he was like my brother. The sad thing was I didn't have a car to get out to California to see him before he left us. But I wanted to say that I don't know anybody in this room right now that didn't love him. And there's probably a whole host of people that didn't get here today that I wished could have. The one thing that I loved so much about Charley was the fact that he was just Charley. He would do stuff that was just crazy. One time we were playing in a casino, and they gave us free buffets, which he was extremely happy with. And he just took the chair from the table, took it right up to the buffet, stuck it right up in there, and said, "I'm just going to sit down here." And he sat down, and the manager walked by right at that time, and he said, "You can't do that, sir." He said, "But I'm Charley Connor." And the manager said, "Continue on." Anyway, I'll shut up now, but I just got to tell you, the guy was amazing, and I'm really going to miss him. Anita?
With some of it,
But with everything that challenges, if you don't have challenges, you're not living. I don't drink it. They want you to.
I want to do this without crying. I'm so very happy to be here my family. Everybody here is my family. My friends are my family, my band family. All the people I love, this is home. And Charley was the most amazing person. He was such an expert at what he did. The music ran through him, and he was extremely talented. It would amaze me. He could be playing bass with his left hand, flipping through the book with his right hand, and talking to somebody who came up and wanted to sing all at the same time, not miss a note. Because the music wasn't something he needed to think about. It just came out. And Charley was one of the kindest, most gentle, amazing people I have ever known in my life. He was so loving, so caring. And he had his own version of Peter Pan without pirates. And he'd get up on stage and that Peter Pan would come out and he'd take us all on a magical journey without pirates. And he'd take everybody to Happy Land with his music and his silliness, and it was so much fun. And I was so fortunate I got to live with him. And I'd wake up every morning, Charley would have a pot of coffee ready for me and the drapes open. He'd say, "Good morning, sunshine." I go outside and I give my little prayer of thankful that I live a wonderful life. I am so happy. And Charley made it that way for me. I'm going to miss him so terribly, but he gave me so much. Everybody in here, Charley gave me. He gave me so many friends, beyond friends, family. I don't have any flesh and blood family that are closer to me than everybody here in this room. And this is a time to tell you a secret. Lots of times people would ask Charley what's his favorite song, thinking which country song did he like best. And he'd always tell people he didn't have a favorite song because he loved so many songs. In truth, he really did have a favorite song. He never told anybody what it was, but I know, and I'll tell you now. His favorite song was America the Beautiful. He didn't play it very often. Sometimes when he played at the Elks, when they had the 11 o'clock toast, it would come in after that. And I think Bobby might be willing to sing it for us, but Charley did have a favorite song, and it fits him so well. He loved our country, he loved our veterans, and did everything he could for our veterans who sacrificed part of their life for this country. Charley was one of the most patriotic people you could ever meet. He was the guy who wanted everybody to follow the rules and do what was right. It was more than just Texas politeness. And he was so happy that he could give people fun. And everybody that's here today, I hope, will dance or laugh or enjoy themselves in whatever way they enjoy the most. Because everybody who's enjoying themselves today or any part of today is doing what makes Charley happy. And he'd tell me that when he died, if someone was to remember him and remember that they had fun, that was all he wanted. So anybody who has a good time today, who has fun, is making Charley happy. And thank you all so much for being here and supporting me. I'm so glad my family is here. I have missed everybody so much. Because Everybody here is my family, and I'm home. And I'm with anybody here. I'm happy. I'm being home. I'm going to miss Charley terribly, but I don't want to miss everybody. I need to have everybody that I can still keep. So thank everybody for being here. And I think Bobby will sing America the Beautiful for us. Charley's favorite song. Here's Paul.
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, everybody can sing. Amber waves of grain for purple mountain majesties. Above the fruited plain, America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crowned thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. That's just for Charley.
Where's Charlie Connor's son? Hello? Did he disappear? Any of Anita's relatives or any of Charlie Connor's would like to come up and speak at this time?
See, when somebody
If not, I'll
dies, you
get
go up
Charlie
and
Connors.
That's
He
when
looks
you
like
still
Charlie
see-
Connors. We'll find him. Anyone else would like to come up before the
And
music
that really
starts?
was his favorite
at any
song.
time you want to, you can come up during the band break. Okay?
No, November 10th.
Yes, sir, because I'm
His
going to turn this
birthday
mic
was
over
on
to
the
the
same day
band.
as the Marine Corps' birthday.
I've only been in this area for about 5 years, and Charlie Connor was one of the very first people that I met when I came here. And this guy bent over backwards to do favors for me, and he put a new hope in my shoes that maybe I could do something about halfway right. And we were, when he got sick, we were working on trying to put something together, and I'm sure going to miss him. Charlie, I know you're there. Have fun with us today. Here you go. Are you done?
All right. Hey people, my name is Jimmy Hill. Some of you remember me from years ago. I worked with Charlie Connor quite a bit. We did Las Vegas together. And a real easy person to work with. I need a bug. There's only, you know what they did here about 3 or 4 months ago? My truck was giving me some problems. Charlie called over one morning. He said, "What's going on?" I said, "I'm out here cussing my truck." He said, "Why?" I said, "It won't run." That's the mechanic's working on it. He says, "Are you afoot?" I said, "Yeah." So need a bug over here, his old lady. They loaned me, what year Ford was that? Yeah.
I don't know, it's a 90s.
She said, about a 98, 99, real nice Ford wagon anyway.
I don't know, it's the gray car.
He says, "Come and get this thing. You don't have to be walking." I said, "I ain't got no way of getting along because I live in Golden Valley." He said, "Well, I'll be over tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, he was there. He says, "Keep it for 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 weeks, whatever you want for it." I kept it a week. And in appreciation, he got it back. It was completely detailed down inside and out. The oil was changed, grease job, and a full tank of gas. That's all I could afford. Thank God for Charlie Carter. He's been a big plus in
And
my
that's the way he
life.
was.
Okay, anybody else?
Somebody out, He was hell-bent on it and nobody's gonna
Hey,
stop you.
you know what? Me and I worked with him quite a bit musically. He used to love me doing an old Hank Williams song. Can we do that?
My bucket's got a hole in it.
And here it is. This was anytime through the years I'd come out when he was around. He said, "What's my favorite song?" I said, "My bucket got a hole in it." He says, "I want to hear it." "Yeah, my bucket got a hole
Well,
in
that's
it."
what I said when I saw him. Does your bucket still have?
"Yeah, my bucket got a hole in it." I said, "My bucket got a hole in it, and I can't buy no beer." Well, standing on the corner with my bucket in my hand, looking for an old girlfriend like George Jones would say, he ain't got no man. Yeah, my bucket got a hole in it. I said, my bucket got a hole in it. I said, my bucket got a hole in it. And I can't buy no beer. Bobby Hart. If anybody gets some leaves, I'm gonna kill you.
Right there with the glass.
Not much of a singer anymore, but I tried.
Now, better go over and stay high.
Well, standing on the corner with my bucket in my hand, looking for an old girlfriend that ain't got no man. Yeah, my bucket got a hole in it. I said my bucket got a hole in it. I said my bucket got a hole in it, and I can't buy no beer. Worn out. I said my bucket got a hole in it, and I can't buy no beer. Charlie Connor, I hope you heard that. Last time I heard that. Anybody else want this microphone? I don't. I'm gonna lay it right here.
I know, Linda. Thank you, Jim.
Comes up with song. And the song doesn't have to be about today or about, somebody dying or anything.
Good afternoon, General and gentlemen. I'm Rachel Barker. Will and Barker used to have a band called Culpepper. And him and Charlie Connor used to play band together. And sometimes my friend needed a little bit, which was my husband Will, wanted a little bit of cash. And he would give him a little bit on the side. And my husband used to have a band called Culpepper. And Charlie Connor and him used to get together and play bands here. And we're gonna miss Charlie, because Charlie was bringing a lot of music and making people a lot of happy. And most of all, I used to read the papers, and on the papers they used to say Charlie would have something going for someone who needed help. We're gonna miss him, and him and Charlie are gonna play music in heaven.
And her husband Will would sing, I really, 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 really like girls. He did that so well, I love that.
Last time we talked, you got the camera. I think everybody's wow.
You're a good guy.
Your wife? No, she couldn't make it. Well, they want to do a bunch of stuff.
And Charlie is right where Charlie would be.
All right. What I was just trying to think is get you a little up there to stand.
I was trying to set this up. He said, well, this table can be for family and that one for band. I said, band is my family. Everybody here is my family. Band family are a little bit closer relatives. They're more brothers and sisters, and everybody else is my cousins. But everybody here is my family.
We formed a nice bond, with playing in the band. Your turn to be just like a band. Well, it's so good to see.
The band family is closer to Charlie than any kind of blood family.
I did, I'll announce it again, but yeah, I'll announce it again. Oh, the guest book up front, that's how.
Oh, okay.
Laughlin's here. What's her name? So when you were here, I wrote my mom here. And always as a gospel. I was sitting there with Bill Cena, you know what I'm talking about now?
Have you seen the new EPK? It's only 2 minutes long.
I had
I'll send it to you.
I'm happy.
I'll see you too.
The last 2 nights in my